Hold on. Let me take a sip.
It's not enough coffee.
Look at us in our little hotel vibes.
You got to do what you got to do, lady.
You're in your room. I'm in the business center. And that's because you can't turn the fan off in my room.
Oh my God. That's so annoying.
And I also can't control the temperature at all. So it's just going and it's still hot.
And that's where you're going to live for like a week?
Yeah. And then next week. And then the week after that. So.
Well, get used to that space.
We'll see if I get like interrupted by some guy that needs to like print something.
That I'm looking forward to. What, you need to print a boarding pass? Hold, please.
Hold, please. I'm having this really important conversation about Taylor Swift. You need to wait. It's fine.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm already causing problems with the front desk staff. Like, I've asked them like 14 questions, asked for too many favors. They're like,
oh my
God.
God.
What is this girl?
So I watched a presentation on the CEO or former CEO of Nintendo yesterday about I know, it was really kind of cool. I am these nerds know how to party.
I love that.
They're animals. The after party was at the Hard Rock last night. Okay. Part of it was like on a pirate ship. There were like 7 layers to this party. There was a band and a DJ upstairs.
I love Hard Rock cafes. Like I have like a weird obsession with them. I think they're so fun.
I just feel like they have way too much money.
I know, but they're so cool. Like they're always done so well on the inside and they have such cool things. I don't know. It's like just like some people like Rainforest Cafe. I don't know. I like a good Hard Rock. I mean, who cares? Yeah. Like about the food or whatever. Just the environment is like.
I did have a funny moment last night where I was looking at these pair of pants and it was next to a picture of Ricky Martin. And I was like, there's no way Ricky Martin is that small. But then I realized they were Shakira's pants. So I was so thankful for that because she was above the pant. I was like, I know Ricky Martin's not a huge man, but is he that slender?
How do you fit everything in those? Because she wears low rise too. So like this big.
Right? I was just like, wow, those are tiny pants for Ricky Martin.
So I got a picture last night. It was Havana Nights. You had on like a pink.
That was the theme for yesterday.
Okay.
Where they had like salsa dancers dancing around us. We were drinking out of coconuts. This lady in like full on Vegas gear walking around with mojitos. I'm not kidding.
Were they good?
Yeah, they were delicious. Okay. And they had, which was a little bit disturbing, like roasted pigs.
Oh.
Like, a lot of them.
Yeah.
It'd be fine if it was one, but it was like a lot of them. And it made me upset a little.
A community of roasted pigs. Like they just took the whole pen.
The whole thing. And they just had like this little Cuban guy slicing things.
Oh. Was he actually Cuban or was he just Cuban for the night?
He was actually Cuban.
Okay.
Actually Cuban. We're in Miami. Most everybody here is Cuban.
Oh,
in fact, I had a moment with my cleaning lady where I was still in my room working and she was like, do you need service? And I said, yes. I said, actually, just the trash and the towels. And then she just stood at me and smiled. And then she's like, I don't speak English. I was like, oh, well, you threw me off because the way you asked me the first question sounded very much like you did.
Like, I know yes and I don't know.
So then I had this moment where I awkwardly sat in my room working and like doing all the things I had to do. I'm talking to people, I'm on the computer, and she's just like cleaning. And then afterwards, I just handed her a 20 and I was like, I just felt guilty. Like she's hurriedly working in my room. I could have totally made my bed and picked up my towels. But
so I didn't think, okay, so I'm at a Hampton Inn. Like I just assume they're not coming in every day because it's a Hampton Inn. It's not a luxury hotel. And then in the bathroom, there's a little sign that says like, we won't service you unless you ask. And I'm like, perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm here for 3 days. I can use the same towel. I'm not gonna worry about it. So my shit is everywhere. Like I have like stuff laid out on the other bed. I have makeup everywhere. Like, I'm here on like a work trip. I'm doing a million different things. Why do I care? There's a towel on the floor. Like, what do I care? It's just my room. Not that I'm not a clean person, but I was like running from things and I was like, it's fine.
Exactly.
The level of horror when I walked in last night and my bed was made and my towels were refreshed and the whole room was clean. I was like,
see, so imagine that while you're in the room. Like, I just sit in my shame. I paid $20 and sat in my shame while I was working because I was actively doing stuff I had to do. Like, I was on deadline.
I don't like, I'm gonna put like a I'm sleeping tag on the door. Like, you please don't come in my room. Like, I just left my laptops out. Like, and I don't want them to have to come into the room to like replace one towel and make my bed, and then I have to like tip them $20 the end of the week. Like, no, I don't need. But anyway, the level of like guilt and shame. And I brought like a little stuffed octopus with me, and he was like just shoved in my pillows, and then he was like sitting perfectly like on top of it.
This lady, not only is she a slob, but she can't even figure out where her stuffed animal goes. I love it.
So we're living in the hotel life. It's fine.
I know, right? It takes a little getting used to, but then there's two of us. And then there's also, can we talk about sharing space with another human being in a hotel room? And then like the whole bathroom.
No, every time I've come back on a vacation or a trip with a boyfriend in which we had to share a hotel room, I've thought I'm either going to murder them. And it's also been like the number one indicator that the relationship is over. I have overstayed my welcome in that relationship, but pretty much every time I've shared a hotel room with a man, I've been like, oh, this is going to work for me.
Like, I just have to go pee. And he has this like hour-long morning ritual that I don't know what he does in there. I was so irritated. I'm like, please, there is no other bathroom for me to go in. We're on the 37th floor. There's no other bathroom. You need to let me in. I don't care. And then I was like, what do you even, like, how long does it take to go? And then he's like,
the time it takes for a man to poop.
Well, it made me laugh because he said, I call them my little Brunos. And I said, why? He goes, because we don't talk about them.
Okay. That is so funny.
I had a moment where I just shut it down because I was like, all right, you win. That was funny.
Little Bruno. The fact that like you were sitting for enough time to like come up with that in your head,
right?
Is what's impressive to me. Like you thought about this enough to coin it.
Yeah, right. He's clever like that. He really is. He surprises me. Are you ready to get into what's roasting, my friend?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. You wrote the episode. I'm gonna let you guide us.
Oh, I didn't do weird news though.
That's okay. I got a weird news.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So Zelda Williams has kind of come out and been like, WTF is this? A lot of people have come out and have celebrities and actors have come out and been like, that's not me. And that's weird about all this AI stuff. And it's so interesting because we're kind of in the midst of this SAG strike and the writer's strike and whatever. And then you add this whole piece to it. And I don't know. It's just creepy. Like I have no other way to put it. Tom Hanks came out and said there's a dental commercial going around where apparently I talked about it, and then I never recorded that. I don't endorse that. I have no idea what's going on.
So
like,
it's beyond
permission for that.
It's beyond the AI stuff. It's like celebrity deepfakes are just having a moment right now. So we're all like here for it. And yeah, whether it's Mr. Beast handing out $2 iPhones or Tom Hanks promoting a dental plan, they're literally everywhere. Tom Brady wishes the FTX ad was probably a deep fake, somebody said. That was real.
But I feel bad for people who are families of famous actors and whatever that have been deceased are still using their voices. So Zelda Williams, who's the daughter of Robin Williams, she's 34. She's in her own adult life and obviously like missing her dad and dealing with that grief. And she says, you know, she's had to witness for years how people have created versions of her dad, and it's haunting and it's rude and it's weird. And I don't like when it attaches to people with grief, like it just feels sticky. Like I don't know. That's when I start to have a problem with it, I guess. But I don't know where that line is in technology and why haven't we placed it yet?
Well, let's talk about that because I think that we're kind of feeling that out where you've got Bruce Willis who has given his consent to use AI.
Well,
so
it's
they're
Bruce Willis.
actually, but they're making the CGI. He can't talk or function anymore. So he wants to be able to still continue to make movies.
Yeah.
And they're using his likeness to do that with his consent. So, I mean, I really feel like consent is the line. I think that you say, okay.
Is that not
like,
weird though in itself? Like, do you not dishonor your own legacy and your own in-person hard work when you give consent to keep doing it in a technological capacity? Like, recreate me in a fake way. Does it not discredit the actual work and the human interaction that you already have? I feel like
it continues legacy a little bit. Like, he's not ready to go. Only his
I guess
physical body is not ready. You know what I mean? I feel like this is a boon for people with ALS and people with debilitating like bodily issues that they can kind of recreate the thing that they want to be. Like, there is a lot of good in this also, not necessarily all the nasty, but as quote unquote, as I'm around geeks right now, the black hats tend to make the most noise and they're out there doing the ridiculous things. So there's always somebody that ruins it for everybody.
Yeah. I think it's a hard conversation and part of a bigger conversation, of course. And always usually things are like invented for great medical reasons, and then they get completely overused by
people. Well, exactly that.
But it still feels gross to me, no matter what. Like, I don't know if we're pushing it too far. I understand the positive implications, especially of people with disabilities. I understand, but also
consent. Just ask or pay for the privilege.
Yeah. I guess
most people will be flattered and say yes.
Yeah. All right. So we're just gonna dump into the Taylor Swift, Kelsey, Travis stuff, and then you can be
relationship drama.
And then you can be done with it because I know you don't want to talk about it, but it comes up every episode, and that's just the era we're in.
Well, so it's just the moment. And I'm here for it.
All right. Well, see, as long as you're not complaining about it. So now the ex-girlfriend has come out, and we don't love anything more than that.
Well, at first she was being nice about it, and like, I'm not threatened. It's not a big
deal. She came out and she was like, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not threatened. Like, you've been the on and off girlfriend for 5 years. You obviously thought the two of you were getting back together. And you obviously are concerned. Like, let's just say this relationship ends between him and Taylor.
Yeah.
Do you really want to be the girl he goes back to after Taylor Swift?
No.
I wouldn't. I'd be like, ooh. I think this is
she was with him before and he came back for her. So, I mean, there is definitely a spin on that relationship.
I'm sorry.
You were with Taylor Swift and you're back with me. I could see that.
I would not be able to handle it. I would be insecure for the rest of my life. Like, I can't. And I'm not an insecure person, like, and I don't care about exes. Like, it's
I feel like he came back and chose me over her. That's how I would feel.
No, I'd be thinking in the back of my head the whole time, like, she dumped you and you're going to be missing her for the rest of your life because you got to date Taylor Swift. And I'm like the only thing that you can date now. And
but I mean, I have this like running theory that there's something wrong with her. Like, that's why no boy will have her for very long.
No boy will have. That is such a like misogynistic perspective. No boy will have her.
This is this mental thing that I have.
She's a superstar, and she's
that doesn't make you great.
No, I'm
not relationships.
Okay, I'm not saying that she's great at relationships, but I'm saying like that perspective to blame the woman. Shame on you.
Definitely not. I'm just saying.
But that's the theory. Something's wrong with her. You're blaming the woman. Shame on you.
I feel like she goes out there dating just to like make up stories and like she's got good material.
No, you know what the difference
is?
You know what the difference is? She's not necessarily she has not been in the last, she's however, 32, 33, whatever. She's not been dating for marriage. Like, she hasn't been dating to like meet the man of her dreams. She's been dating to date and like have a life and experience. And I think that's the problem. And I think that's why people don't like her love life, because she's taking this like side approach to dating and relationships where she's in the relationships. She's not trying to find her person. And the fact that we shame her for that, or we have a conversation about that, or we look at her sideways about all of her relationships because of that, I think that is rooted in like full toxic misogyny. Like, let a girl do what she's gonna do. She doesn't want to. Maybe she doesn't want to get married. Maybe she doesn't want to have kids. Like, that's up to her. We don't know that. She doesn't share that with us. But we're judging her love life.
What if she has bad breath?
Oh, it could be that too. I don't know if her one flaw as Taylor Swift is that she has bad breath.
That would make you a little happier, like something regular. Like, you are not superhuman.
I do think she's like terrifyingly tall, but maybe that's a me thing.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Yeah, because you're.
And I also think too, this is like kind of I love her, Swiftie for life. But I do think she's awkward. Like the way she moves her body and her actual ability to dance is like minimal. She's a very awkward human, and the way she moves and poses, it's all trained, and she's rehearsed, and she's worked really hard at it, and it's gotten so much better over the years. But if you look at like the initial videos of how she walks and things on stage, she's actually like a very awkward human.
Yeah, I love it though. That's the part I like. Just show me that you're actually a human.
Well, she's got this like, I'm a pop star, but then you try to see her walk and you're like, but you're kind of a giraffe. So like, how does that work?
Awesome. So we didn't even finish the whole story. So the ex-girlfriend is now back in the limelight because there was some drama on social where she was bridesmaid.
She posted some weird thing that was like, don't worry, I'm fine. Like while she was at the game on Sunday.
No one was worried.
Right. Actually, we kind of didn't even know you existed, but I think maybe you're just trying to get followers because you're an influencer and a model, but that's fine. And then she unfollowed Brittany Mahomes on Instagram and Patrick and whatever. And apparently she was a bridesmaid in their wedding. I don't know, girlfriend. Like you were on and off with him for 5 years. Like take a knee. Like, I don't know why it ended.
Using football references.
Oh, I didn't even, whatever. I didn't know. Like, we don't know what happened to the end of the relationship.
Right.
Doesn't really matter. Like, you have an opportunity to take the high road and be a girl's girl publicly, and you were not doing it.
Right.
Like, you're causing drama. That's all. And I immediately am like, now I understand why he was on and off for 5 years. Now I understand why, like, maybe he's looking to something else. You guys were clearly on and off, so you are off, so he's allowed to date other people. Like, that's it. I'm sorry how you feel about it, but take the high road. Be a girl's girl. Show a little support, because everything else is just going to make you look like trash. All of this
it really is.
Like trash.
There's nothing positive that comes out of you saying anything.
Or doing anything. Like, you were a bridesmaid, and now you just decide, like 2 years ago, now you decide to just unfollow. Like, you look like the problem, no matter what.
Right, exactly.
Because your friend decided to hang out with the new girlfriend, like, you're the issue. That's it.
So who's the problem here with the Grimes taking legal action against Elon with the kids?
Elon's always the problem.
I don't even know what he is.
He's bizarre.
So their sons, and what is it? 2 boys and a girl?
No, 1 boy, 1 girl. X the Dark and
no, they have 3.
No, 2.
They have 3. They have 3 children. They just had a new one that nobody knew about. The secret one. That's Techno. That's the new one. AI 12 alien, whatever it is.
X the Dark and Sidereal. What are those? Okay, sorry.
So
I don't know. 3 of 40 of his. Whatever.
It's up there. I don't know.
No wonder she wants parental consent of those kids. Like,
I don't know. I don't even begin to understand how that relationship works in any.
I don't understand
capacity.
how Elon's brain works, so I don't blame her trying to get rights. Like, who buys an entire company for billions of dollars and then takes away its brand recognition, thinking they can rebuild it to that value? And by the way, nobody cares. Like, all you did was give us a new little app picture. We also call it Twitter.
I know, exactly.
Even in, like, headlines and stuff, X, formerly Twitter, like, nobody cares.
I know. Everyone still calls it Twitter, and it's not like it was. I just don't get it.
Thank God, by the way, no, everybody still calls it Twitter, because you didn't lose any, like, brand value. Like, you're trying to, but you did not. Anyway.
Yeah.
SZA and Drake dated. That's kind of cute.
I like her. I'm such a fan of her music.
I think that would be a good match. I think Drake's kind of a player. I think if you want to talk about somebody who's not dating to marry, like, that's that man.
It hasn't changed.
No. No. But apparently they dated, although he did mess up the years in his lyric. He said something like, dated SZA in 08, and she went out and was like, actually, it was 09, and 08, I was underage. I understand that we were trying to rhyme here, but, like, let's be clear.
I know we're taking a little legal license here, however.
just so we're talking about it. I was old enough for that.
That's awesome.
Yep. More music people. So Selena over the summer unfollowed Dua Lipa on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And it caused a whole problem. Unlike the ex-girlfriend unfollowing Brittany Mahomes, which was deliberate, this was not. Right. Selena came out and was like, no, it was literally accidental. I'm so sorry, Dua. I didn't know I was cleaning things up.
I was going to say, because I don't feel like either one of them is like a particular mean girl about things, even though I feel like Hailey Bieber wants to fight with her so badly and she's like not having it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Selena's just like, gonna do my thing. Leave me alone. I have nowhere to run.
Yeah, well, that's it. Rare Beauty, by the way, expects to exceed $300 million in sales in 2023, which is triple what she earned last year.
Crazy. So, she just posted that she got busy. She just posted that she got new offices too. She posted like a pretty little office with a vanity and a new desk and some cozy chairs and a fun carpet. I was like, ooh, the vibe. It's perfect.
I love that. I was reading this article and basically it started out with 15-year-old girls don't want advice from their mothers. And that's where Selena Gomez comes in. I'm like, never did I think that she would be working in as that girl, but good for you.
True. That's so true. And then there's some of us who still don't want advice from our mothers, but that's separate.
That's our other issues. I'm right there with you. Mine's dead to me.
All right, hit me with some weird news.
I saw this story and I burst out laughing, and I just read the headline, so we're going to read it together. Woman has sex with a ghost every night for 20 years, but she dumped him.
I read this because I was like, I need to know.
But she dumped him over his fangs.
Okay.
It's spooky season. I feel like October is a good month to have a good story like this. And then it appeared at me.
So
Colombia.
Here's what I love this story. First of all, it's in Colombia. Second of all, I love that she claimed that it went on for 20 years.
Oh, like full on relationship with a ghost.
That she went and described their first encounter and that they continued it. She said that she ended the relationship once she saw his gargoyle-like face with the fangs. And then what I love is like the testimonies from experts, because you have psychologists that are like, I've actually never heard of this. And I don't know what to do about it. And then you have like the para
psychologists.
Yeah, whoever that is that apparently like are experts in paranormal activity, and they're like, oh, this is actually really common. It was clearly demonic. An incubus situation. And they're like, cool. So we have one expert saying, actually very normal, happens all the time. And then we have one expert being like, no, this is actually not on the schizophrenia list of symptoms. So
they're like, this is totally normal. Incubus, succubus. It's like, there's always going to be, let this be a lesson to you. There will always be a quote unquote professional that you can find to agree with you.
What's the name of the list that people have where like, outside of their relationship, they have like a list of like, I don't know, 3 to 5 people or maybe 2 people that they're like allowed to have a sexual encounter with if the opportunity comes up. And it's always celebrities.
Oh, like, yeah. Like your hall pass.
Yes, the hall pass list.
Okay.
How many people do you think have like a demonic situation on their hall pass list?
Not me. Maybe for you.
Yeah, kind of weird. But like, I'm kind of curious.
You're like, I would like to have an encounter. I mean, if
no. I didn't say I would like to. I'm just saying if the opportunity presented itself, I'd be a little curious.
I'd be okay with it if it was like Stefan from the Vampire Diaries. Then I'd be okay.
No. Damon. Sorry, I'm a Damon girl. That man. Although
He was
we know
always
like
a
bad
problem.
boy.
Stefan at least had feelings.
That's why. That'd be why he's not on my list. Like, I don't want to deal with you. I'm a David person. Like, but we know I like a bad boy, so it's probably.
And on that, get perky with us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
BRB, going to look for a vampire.
Tori's got to go look for vampires and get out of the office so that somebody could use the printer.
Oh, yeah. Somebody's 100% time to come in. Okay. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at The First Shot Morning Show. Bye, guys.
The First Shot Morning Show is produced by Lemonadio. When life gives you lemons, make radio. We encourage everyone to listen happier.com.